Hey friendlies, I'm Carolyn and this is Sadie and welcome back to our RV life. I'm back in the United States, as many of you know. I've been back in the US since February 22nd or something like that. So anybody who follows me on any kind of a consistent basis knows that my videos are always on a delay, partly just because it takes me a long time to edit and partly because it's a lot of work, and for safety reasons, because many of you know that I have to watch out for my safety, so I don't usually like people to know where I am. And so yeah, my videos have been on a delay, and I see that that caused some confusion. People thought I was traveling in New Zealand during coronavirus. I should have talked about that. I meant to on the live stream. When I was in line for bungee jumping, there was a guy in front of me who was an American expat living in China on vacation in New Zealand, and he couldn't go back to China at that point. And that was toward the end of my trip. China was not allowing him back in the country, because it had hit in China. And so he said he was going to have to go to the US and wait it out until he could get back home. So I got there, just as it was breaking out in China, and, in the airports, everybody was in face masks. And actually mostly the Asian travelers, probably Chinese, were in face masks, but it hadn't really hit here yet. I think maybe, oh yeah, I guess it barely had hit here. At least they weren't talking about it. But so yeah, my videos are on a delay. I have been sheltering in place pretty much since I got back from New Zealand. Today's video, though, is about one trip that I did make. I drove 5 hours to Kanab, Utah to get my new sweetie, Sadie, my sweetie Sadie, who's eating a basket right now. Stay with me. And okay, you just want a kiss? And I wanted to share this video with you because it's got some beautiful scenery in it, and also because it's a good just reality check about RV living. My rig broke down, sort of. Actually, it was almost breaking down. I had a really hard time getting up to Utah. I had to pull over on the side of the road a few times. I'm going to talk about that in the video. So stay tuned for the day that Sadie came into my life, my drive up to Kanab, Utah, stuttering along in a broken rig, and what happened and what I had to get fixed. And stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to give you an update on Small Business Rally, which in the live stream we decided, or I decided, I guess, that I would start featuring small businesses, because a lot of small businesses are really struggling during the pandemic because they're closed down. And so what I offered free of charge, I'm not going to charge a sponsorship fee, is that if you want to donate a prize to my viewers, I will do a giveaway to my viewers, and you will get a shout out for your business to help you get some sales during this difficult time, to kind of help pull you through. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more at the end, but without further ado, let's go to Utah and find Sadie.
Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to mind your own. Got to find a way if you wanna go. Got to find a way
Monument offices. Oh wait, shoot.
if
Where the
you
heck was
want
check-in?
to go.
Is this where I check? Good morning. Well, it's a big day today. I'm going to meet a puppy, but I realized that I'm going to go and meet a lot of puppies and let the right one choose me, I think. So I'm in Kanab, Arizona, at this campground, which is awesome. $25, full hookups, including sewer at your site. A clubhouse up there with the best showers I have ever had in a campground. Clean, heated. Laundry too, and cheap. Look. I just paid $5 somewhere for laundry. Look how nice this is. I guess that's the native mammoths. Mammoths? Look how nice the showers are. Nice hot water, pretty good pressure. Look at it. I highly recommend this spot. I'll come back, especially this time of year. Tungwoods. Oh yeah, and free Wi-Fi because there is no internet here, or no cell signal, no Verizon, little tiny bit of AT&T. But yeah, got down into the 20s last night. That's why I'm in a campground, because I needed to plug in for my tank heaters and stuff. So, and my furnace. Although I kept my thermostat at like 48, and it only kicked on, you know, like 6 o'clock this morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, once or twice in the middle of the night, and then kind of regularly first thing this morning. So my this RV is much better than Matilda. Remember the famous blanket video, how I stayed warm in that, plugging up all the drafts? I don't have to do that in this one, which is really nice. But I have a big day, so I'm going to meet the puppies at Best Friend's Animal Sanctuary. I was poking around the website last night. Get this. This is meant to be. They have an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for $5, all vegan. All vegan. You know, I would already been kind of thinking about rescues anyway. I'd kind of been looking around. I'm like, why not look at this place? I'm only like 5 hours away, and that's where I fell in love with Rumba. But I'm not sure Rumba's going to be the dog for me. We'll see, the puppy for me. But anyway, yeah, the shower's really nice. I got a nice shower. They have nice bathrooms. They have a TV in there with DVDs if you want to watch TV. They have a full kitchen so you can cook. It was $25 for full hookups. They also have tent sites. So I think they were 15. But yeah, nice spot. It's beautiful. I'm going to show you around. But I'm going to hit the road. Oh, the other thing besides the puppies is I'm going to a mechanic to get my fuel pump replaced. I just spent $900 on front brakes, rotors, everything, because they said they have to, which makes sense. So on a rig this big, they said it doesn't make any sense to resurface them because all the weight and all the heat, they get warped. And you know, I don't want to take any chances. I might as well just go ahead and do everything. So yeah, $900, and now this is probably going to be at least $1,000 to do the fuel filter. But hey, that's what money's for, right? So I could have sworn I shot footage on my way to Kanab, Utah that day when my rig started acting up. But you know what? I'm not really good at shooting things when I'm in the middle of stressful situations. I could have swore though I shot some footage, but I didn't apparently. So let me explain what was going on. How many of you remember at the end of my road trip with my friend Christy in Reno, and I had a problem with my fuel pump? Remember when I went to see, oh, I'm looking at the wrong way. Sorry. I'm not looking at myself. The camera, I'm on my cell phone. It's really hard. Anyway, so how many of you remember that? And I went to a mechanic and thinking that it was my battery, and then the auto parts store said it was my alternator. And then I talked to the mechanic, and the mechanic asked me some questions, and he said, I'll tell you what, he said, I think it might be your fuel pump, the regulator valve in your fuel pump, but do this tomorrow morning and you'll know. So he told me to prime the engine, turn the key without turning the engine over, turn it back, turn the key, turn it back. So I did that the next morning, and we're talking months ago, and it started, and I never had a problem with it since. It was cold. He said that the valve was getting stuck because of the cold weather and the pressure wasn't pumping the gas or something like that. And I asked him at the time, how long is it gonna last? If that is what it is, how long do I have before I need to replace it? He's like, I don't know. It could be a week. It could be a year. He said, you really can't tell. So fast forward, I'm like 2 weeks home from New Zealand. And actually, even after this video, something else happened. So my next video, so I'm driving up to, I had an appointment at Best Friend's to go see Sadie. I left on a Tuesday. My appointment was on Thursday. And I'm just an hour outside of Vegas, and I've got no power. My foot is all the way to the floor, and I can't go uphill. The wind is coming at me, so I'm like, is it just, the wind was really bad. Is it just really bad wind? But I literally couldn't go above 35. And so I pulled over, tried it on a side road. If I was going flat, and I had the wind in my back, it was fine. But under a load, it just would not go. And I knew right away. I was like, this is the fuel pump. It feels like it's not getting gas. And so I'm sitting on the side of the road. I really wanted to go get a dog. I had an appointment for, 2 days from that day. And so I'm on the side of the road. I call a mechanic in Vegas and I'm like, I need a fuel pump. What's it going to cost? Or no, I need a fuel pump. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Can I bring it in? And he's like, yeah, sure. Bring it in this afternoon. We'll take a look at it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to sit in the auto repair shop. I want to go get a puppy. This is me like really pushing the envelope. So I was like, oh my gosh, what if I prime it like that mechanic in Reno taught me how to do? What if I prime the engine and reset the valve? So I did that. I just sat there and I went ding, 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 ding. And I went and tried it and it worked. So I'm like, oh yes, all right. So you know what? If I have to get a fuel pump up in Utah, fine, I'll get it up in Utah. So I did that and I'm driving along. Literally an hour later, it happened again. And so no power going uphill. Pedal to the metal, no power, 35 miles an hour, hazards on, looking for a place. Turned it off, primed it again, and I was good for another couple hours. And that's how I drove to Kanab, Utah, to get Sadie. And so when I got within a half hour of Kanab, Utah, I was at Kaibab, Arizona. I called around some mechanics and made the appointment to take it in. So that's the story of my fuel pump. Hopefully my rig will start, right? I mean, it was cold last night, so I'll do the priming thing before I even try. But wish me luck. Start it right up. Cool. Now hopefully we'll drive. Hopefully we'll have power. The mechanic I talked to yesterday in Kanab, Utah, which is where I'm going, I'm right on the border, said that it made sense that I had to pull over a couple of times and turn off the engine and prime it again. He said once it gets heated up, something, and then you let it cool down and prime it. But yeah, it's definitely on its way out, so I better get it done now. I don't want to get stranded. So, fun day. More RV repairs. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. So this is, you know, she's been a good one to me. What do you think? Are you ready to go home? Ready to go home? She's up. Hey girl, this is morning one. Are you watchdog? She doesn't mind. She likes being up here. She keeps coming up here. And she's barking at these. Go get him. Get him. Good girl. Good. Yesterday she loved them. I don't know if she doesn't recognize them. Hi, good girl. She slept with me all night. Cuddled up right next to me. She's a sweetie pie. Aren't you, Sadie girl? And then, what do you think, girl? Who's those strange guys near our camp? Arf. She's a good girl. Little numb of a tail. I know we really wanted a tail, but we can't have everything. We can't have everything, can we? We got you. I think that's all we need. We got you. Say thank you, Heather, for introducing us to best friends and finding you. Yeah, what do you say? All right, we need to get on the road. I have the appointment with the mechanic. It's real. I had to set my alarm again. I've set my alarm more in the last month than I have in the last 3 years. Just different stuff going on. I'm only like 5 minutes from the mechanic, and so what I did is I sent him my VIN number. I called the day I got here and I said, I think it's my fuel pump. Explain what was going on. He's like, yeah, it sounds like your fuel pump. And I was like, well, can we run a diagnostic? He's like, yeah, just send me your VIN number though. Just, you know, if I have to order a fuel pump, I will. I'm in Kanab, Utah, and it would have had to come from Salt Lake. He said it, you know, would have come in a day, but sent the VIN number, got a text from him yesterday. He said, yep, we have it in stock. So I called him. I'm like, when do you want me to bring it in? And it was like 2 o'clock at this point yesterday. He's like, I don't know if I can get you in today. He's like, how about tomorrow morning? I'm like, that's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm waiting for them to open at 8. It's about 7:30. I'm making coffee. Took Sadie for a walk and spend another good portion of a day in a auto repair shop. And it's Thursday. I still owe you guys a video, and I'm about halfway through one, so I don't know, maybe I'll be able to finish it up in the auto repair shop. If not, it's going to be late. So just with a lot going on, it's kind of hard to sometimes set out all the time I need to edit a video. Remember, an hour of editing per 1 minute of video, and sometimes when there's a lot going on, like Sadie girl. Hey, when there's a lot going on, like Sadie girl. And I've just had some other things going on that I've had to take care of. And so it's just been, I hit the ground running since I got back from New Zealand. Literally, like, just, I have been busy every day since I got back from New Zealand, catching up on work and some other things, and getting Sadie. And now day 2 in the last week in an auto repair shop. But usually while I'm sitting there, I can work. What you doing, girl? What are you doing, girl? Oh, there's stuff up there. She's probably eating. Can you see her? Huck hated being up here. You're not afraid of anything. They did a great job of socializing her. They have trainers, so they introduce their dogs to all kinds of noise, vacuum cleaners and brooms and skateboards, and so she did really good. She's a little skittish. She is. Her brother was a bully. I can relate to that. And I see it in her. I don't know if it was her brother or just, but, you know, I even go near her and she goes into immediate submissive mode. So hopefully I can work on that and make her feel safe. Where are you, girl? I'm going to have to watch her. You're a sweetie. Okay, I need coffee. Long at all. They thought it would take 4 hours, and it only took like a little over an hour. And so I've got a new fuel pump, new fuel filter, even though I didn't need it. But he said for the warranty, for the Napa warranty, they had to replace a fuel filter, $15. So new fuel filter, oil change, just under $1,000. So, you know, and I shared this stuff with you because I literally well, you know, that's not true. I was going to say I can't go into an auto repair shop without spending $1,000, but that has not been true with the new RV. Definitely that was true with Matilda, but I just got my front brakes done the other day for just under $900. So, you know, just this is why we have an emergency budget, and yeah, this is, yeah, you have to plan for stuff like this. So Ramsey's Auto Repair, Napa warranty here in Kanab, Utah, and they did really well. They were really friendly. They put up with me sitting there and working the whole time, and me and Sadie. So Sadie did really, really well. Yeah, she's a little scared. We have some things to work on. She lunged at a dog. We went on a walk. So, but thing is good. We're gonna get on the road. I'm excited. Yay! Yay! You ready to go? Oh, you looked at me. Want to go?
I want
Morning 3. She already knows how to get out by herself. Now I'm trying to teach her how to come in by herself. And we've got some cheese whiz. Oh, you can do it. And some treats. There you go. Oh, good girl. She put her back leg up on the bottom. Oh, I got her too excited. She put her back leg up on the bottom step. I'm going to let her figure it out herself. This is like a brain puzzle. She's, I was looking up last night at different puppy pictures. She's definitely cattle dog. Yeah, cattle dog in the lab. So just like Huck, she's going to need a lot of mental stimulation, a lot of exercise. I think mental stimulation is going to be really key. Now that she's, want to say hi? Now that she's getting more relaxed. Oh my God, did she find something? Oh no, just a rock. All right, cool. She's busy. I think I'll write, get to work. Now that she's getting more relaxed with me, it's been so fun watching her get more comfortable and more relaxed, and the puppy is coming out. She ate half of my dinner last night. She jumped up on the bench on the table and ate half of my dinner. Huck never got to that point. You know, she's actually the age that I lost Huck, so kind of just picking up where I left off with Huck. And he was still too small. He hadn't gotten to the stage where he was climbing all over everything. Boy, she climbs all over everything, and climbs up on the benches and tries to get stuff on the table. So I had to put pillows and stuff up there last night while I was sleeping so she wouldn't go up and eat my computer. And yeah, she ate half of my dinner, but that's okay. She's a puppy. That's what puppies do until they learn differently. So put the lead. We have the long lead, so I put her out on the lead this morning just to let her just kind of have some me time. She peed and pooped when I put her out. She did go, she had an accident in the middle of the night, and just let her kind of hang out and explore the area a little bit. And we're gonna work on this step thing. Let her wander around for a half hour, and then I worked on her name. Just said her name, Sadie, and gave her a treat and made sure she looked at me. Put the treat, say her name, give it to her when she looks at me to make eye contact. I want her to equate her name with good things, so I'm being very careful. I'm not using her name at all now. I call her Puppy. I go to get her attention, which she responds to, just like Huck. Huck did too. And so I don't want to use her name because I don't want to get her immune to not responding to it. So I'm not going to use her name until I know that she responds to it. That's going to be part of my recall training. Because I want a dog to go everywhere with me and not necessarily always have to be on a leash. Recall is really important, and part of that is making sure that she responds to her name. So, look at her. You're just a puppy, aren't you? You're an adorable, sweet puppy. You gave up on the steps? You gave up on cheese? This is great. She seems quite content. She's very, as a trainer said, very confident. While she's affectionate and she likes to cuddle, she can hang out by herself, either with a good girl, either with a bully stick, hi good girl, or a chew toy. She seems to like Nylabones. First dog ever to like a Nylabone. So she's pretty independent. Well, not, I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? The one I just said before, confident enough to be able to be by herself for a few minutes, which Huck never was. So, yeah, good start. She's my girl. Come here. Oops, I shouldn't be saying that either. She's immune to that already. She came running right yesterday when I did that. See, we don't want to get her immune to stuff. She didn't necessarily get treats when I did the. She got a good girl. So we want the C word. Oh, she's going to be a digger. So we want the come or a key. I was thinking I would do a key, which is Spanish for here. That way, for the serious recall, I mean, that's not a word I would ever say, unless maybe I was talking to somebody who speaks Spanish, but I speak very little Spanish. But I think a key, it has a sharper sound, and that'll be, I've read you know, that your recall word can be banana or orange if you want. You know, it can be anything you want. And it needs to be like, look at her nose. It needs to be like serious recall. So that's what I'm thinking today with my morning 3 with new puppy. Okay, so what did you think about Sadie's first few days with me and the RV troubles? I wanted to share that with you because I know many of you are preparing for RV life, and this is just the stuff that happens. We're driving our homes, and it just seems like you have to be prepared for anything. You can't take anything for granted. I mean, I thought, you know, a simple 5-hour drive up to Kanab, Utah to get a puppy, and no, you know, stuff happens. And so I talked in my video, 10 signs that RV living is not for you. I'll put a link up here. I talked about some of the things that go into being a full-time RVer and living in your home on wheels. And that is being flexible and being able to think on your feet and, just being able to go with the flow. And that's what I did. And I ended up with Sadie and then picked her up, which was really my goal at that point. I was just on a mission. I'm like, I just want to get my dog. I'll pick up the dog and then I'll spend the next day, if I have to, in an auto repair shop. In retrospect, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. It was a little rough with a brand new puppy in the waiting room. But anyway, it all worked out. It was good. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed that little reality check about RV life. And just a reminder to viewers, I will start having giveaways pretty soon. And a reminder to small business owners, if you have a small business and you can sell online, and that might even be a gift certificate so that when you open again, people can use it, let me know. Write to me at CarolynsRVLIFE@gmail.com. Send me the link to your website. Send me what you want to give away. I will not do fulfillment. Some people are like, I'm going to send you 10 things for you to give away. I have enough to do. I can't manage more fulfillment. So what I will do is I will hold the contest for you. I will give a shout out for you. And then I will send the, so that hopefully I can send customers to your website or to your business. And then I will pick a winner. And then I will send you the winner, or I will send the winner to you for you to ship the prize to. It's just, for me to do all of that for everybody would be just kind of a management overload for me. So does that make sense? So if you're a small business owner, you want exposure and you want to donate a giveaway, contact me at CarolynsRVLIFE@gmail.com and tell me what you want to give away. Send me a picture or a link if it's on a website, and how people can support your business. So again, an online business is probably the best for this, but not necessarily. I mean, I guess if you want to do a gift certificate, if you're a local restaurant even, or a local hair salon, we could do that. I've got viewers all over the world, so we could do that. Okay, so let me know. And viewers, stay tuned because I will be having giveaways. I've already got 5 or 6 really small businesses who have reached out to me. Jewelry, what do we have? Jewelry so far. Some left-handed stuff, which is really cool. So stay tuned. I've got that coming up. And I had one more thing. Oh, stay tuned on Thursday. I have a treat for you on Thursday. I interviewed a former colleague and client who is an expert nutritionist on how to stay healthy and boost your immune system, especially now during COVID-19. So stay tuned. That's on Thursday. I think you're going to like her. Love her. She's a great lady. I enjoyed working with her, and it was so fun to catch up with her, and we did a Zoom interview. So stay tuned. That's on Thursday. I'd bring Sadie up here, but she's sleeping, so I'll just see you next time from Sadie and me. And in the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. See you soon. Thanks for hanging.